Lucas, great to see you once again, mate. Many fond memories playing alongside you as my captain and leader. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you very much. And it's absolutely amazing to be here and see the progress that the club has gone through, you know. And amazing to see you, Bridges, looking so good.
And you? You know what it is, that WhatsApp group that we've all got from our Leeds time together. And we're obviously wishing each other happy birthdays and things. We're so far. You feel so close together still in that group, but until you see people face to face again, it's, you know, all the memories come flooding back so much more. Eh?
Yeah, that's a special thing, you know, you know, we can form such a great camaraderie. You know, even if we've retired, we settled wherever we are. It's, you know, to get together and chat with the boys. You know, it's absolutely amazing. I mean, you see some of the videos and see how the boys look. Yeah.
Some have aged better than others. I've got to say, you've aged very well, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
After I was giving you a bit of stick on that,
apart from losing a few hairs, but absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I think that's quite a unique group that we've got, and we had a unique, obviously, bond together. So it was amazing. Now we come back, we've reminisced. We're back here at Thorp Arch. We used to train here on the original first pitch where we were down at the other side of the academy when I first joined this club. Fast forward a year and a half later, after this was developed at this side and we got a lot more pitches. Well, what's it like to be back here, Lucas?
Yeah, you know, it shows how much football has evolved, you know, and I mean, for us, I mean, I've been out of the game now, or I've been away from here for more than like 20 years, you know, and then coming back and seeing the facility, you know, it's got to show how much money is involved in the game, the investment in football. You know, before going out and playing a football match, but I mean, it's absolutely amazing and it's impressive, you know. And I mean, seeing the team as well train, the intensity of the training, it's got even younger. You know, so.
Well, we're not getting any younger myself. That machine that we went and had to go on there was a machine in there where the ball's fired out,
testing
you had some
the first touch.
Testing your touch for the
I'm surprised you had a good touch.
Chief, that was the only thing I did have. That's the only thing I did have, man. You were just looking for something to tackle.
Yeah, no, just clearance, you know what I mean?
But like I say, you've talked about the difference of the technology now that's involved in the game. That's just a small insight as to what we've seen today that wasn't really available to us.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think it's taking a game to another level. You know, I think even the response, you know, from the players and how now they approach the game. It's. I mean, I've just been out there watching the boys train, and the amount of stuff, you know, and the technology that's surrounding them. It's absolutely amazing. I mean. I know with us, we never had those cameras, you know, and we never really get to analyze those games in this way. And the personalities, you know, in the field of play, you know, the attitude of the players, because that's what you get to see, you know. And for me, it's a difference, you know, from where we are and where the club is now. That's the competition.
Well, that was the thing when we were watching training there. Obviously with you, we're looking at the amount of staff that were there. It was frightening because I think we had like David O'Leary, Eddie Gray, goalkeeping coach Suts, maybe one physio on the sideline. Now it's
maybe,
like
Dave Hancock.
Dave Hancock
would be shouting, for sure.
I couldn't believe the amount of staff that were out there. And obviously, our intensity sessions were unbelievable. If you remember, like you know, you set the standard.
Absolutely.
For that, because I remember there was one comment you said to me when you kicked us one day, and I went, "What you do?" And you said, "You've got to train how we're going to play, and the guys are going to kick you at the weekend, so you better get used to it."
Absolutely. I mean, that's the attitude you want, you know, from the players, because I think it's all about the mindset, you know. But it's great because I think the amount of the intensity of the games this nowadays, you know, as we were talking out there, I mean, you look at the pitch. You know, and I was asking. I mean, it's absolutely. That's only the training pitch, but apparently it's the same grass
as what's at Ellen Road.
It's Ellen Road, so that
same
means,
size pitches as well.
You know what I mean? So the players even are better off equipped once they get to the.
There's no excuses now, Lucas. You know, when we were just out there watching the session, I could see it in your eyes, right? You go, oh, go on. You were wanting a few tackles to go in. Do you miss it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I miss it. I'm more in the dressing rooms, you know what I mean? But the camaraderie with the players, you know, you take that into the field of play or into training, which was absolutely amazing, you know, and yeah, you miss all that. You're missing, you know, the challenges and, you know, in the training session and the coaches. But the great thing is that, I mean, we were saying earlier on, some of the coaches will allow that. You know, the
tackles
physical,
to fly in.
And
some won't. Whereas O'Leary and Eddie, they allow you and Woodgate and everybody to go full throttle. We saw a few going in here with Daniel Farker, and he was like, "Yeah, carry on, boys."
Carry on, boys. Which is brilliant, because it gives those players, you know, that freedom, you know, to showcase or to get in, to show how they can perform. So, which is, for me, this is brilliant. I think this club. It's going places. I mean, in the professionalism in the club, you know, and as an individual, as a player, you cannot not, you know, improve.
Yeah.
You know, in every aspect of the game. You know, especially in this level. I was surprised when I got in there that my bench has been like.
Well, no, there's nobody sitting there.
My bench is just retired.
I take that as a nice, respectful thing. So we go around the dressing room. You know how they retire the best players' shirts?
Yes,
Well, you didn't get that, but
yes.
what you did get, your locker room, nobody wanted to sit there because that was the Chiefs.
Yeah, for sure. And part of my meniscus is still somewhere, somewhere in there.
Still sitting there somewhere.
But it's brilliant that to see the recovery, you know, with the players, you know, not having a great impact, you know, in their careers. Instead, it will prolong, you know, their career to play even longer.
What I will say about this facility when me and you were here, because it's been a long time, obviously they've had to keep on top of it, and there's a lot of times when the swimming pool was empty because they wouldn't pay the bills in the years gone by, but to see it all running again, this saved my career, having these facilities here, and I think it prolonged your career.
Yeah, not after you've put ducks in the
ducks and fish
in the swimming pool.
So I didn't want to do the swimming session.
Yeah, but no, it's true, because I believe, you know, if you're not out in the field of play, it shows that you can actually keep up your fitness, you know, somewhere else, and that's how hard the physios will work on players, you know, with injuries and stuff. Because I was injured, especially in the last 2 years of my career. I couldn't go out and train. Yeah, but at least I would do a lot of work. But still, when the game, will still perform. You know, you still lose that kind of match fitness, which was brilliant. You know, which is, I mean, I think in today's in this generation, I mean, it's even better. You know, the players come in quicker and even better. You know, with the fitness and looked after even much better, which is brilliant, eh? Well, everything, you know,
everything's
the
nutrition. The nutrition. That was my worst thing, because I did enjoy that gold card that we got. We used to get the free food. Having a look around, and obviously you're a massive Leeds United fan yourself. Right. I've seen your house, I've seen your shrine.
You're the number one fan, man.
Number one fan. You've worn the armband. You've led us in Champions League nights when you played here. You've obviously seen the relegation side of it, but you've been here. I think you went through. I was talking to you about Tony DeRigo. You played with Tony.
You've
been through. You're a club legend. You've been here for years. Your memories, your highs and lows. Talk us through.
Yeah, I think the one thing I can say, Bridges, is that I've learned a lot from playing in these shows. You know what I mean? It could have been easy for me to stay at home and enjoy the sunshine and enjoy the food, but you know, coming out here, you know, I became an overall a player. You know, in terms of what I've learned through the players. You know, the respect. Obviously, we came from all over the place. I mean, there was Bruno Ribeiro from Portugal at some point. We had Cameroonians, you know, and Solomon Elembe, Robert Molina, the Dutch boy, but we all clicked, you know, which was absolutely amazing. And obviously, we were going through the high and lows of the game, you know, where I saw the club moving from, you know, the lower 13th in the league to go to the top 10, top 5, Champions League, bringing all the best teams, you know, in Europe at Ellen Road. It's great nights.
We see Milan's, Real Madrid's.
You know, going to Bernabeu. Okay, getting beat, but again, you know, it's a great experience, and going to AC Milan and getting a great result. I think that's, as a professional player, you know, representing a club like that, you just want to go out there, you know, enjoy playing against the best in the world and competing in that level, which was amazing.
I'll take them European nights to my grave with me. Some of the fondest memories ever. And there was a goal you scored in the floodlights at Elland Road.
That was a crucial game, especially on the side of the Kop. So which is absolutely amazing. The thing is that it's the atmosphere, you know, that this club has brought, especially at Elland Road. Yes, I know it's on this 40,000 capacity stadium, but that shows the culture, you know, of this club, you know, with the fans, you know, absolutely amazing, and the noise, the atmosphere, you know, it's something that I will miss, you know, going into the field of play and singing the names of individual players.
I never had a song. You did. I never had a song.
I mean, he's got some great goals, Bridget. I remember the volleys, you know.
A couple of looking volleys, all right.
That couple, that's the quality that we possessed in the team.
We played with the freedom.
Yeah. I mean, I think because of David O'Leary as the manager, you know, gave us that kind of freedom for the players to express themselves. You know, it was amazing to see the skill in most of the individual players, like Herc, the Dukes, you know, Smasher, you know, and the positive attitude, you know, on and off the field of play, which was absolutely amazing. I think it forms a bigger part of this club, you know, and the culture, you know, with interacting with the fans and stuff.
I think it was a work ethic as well we had behind the scenes. I remember coming from Sunderland and I saw the standards in training went to a new level because everybody was fit here.
Yeah.
And I was playing catch up. And
but at least you enjoyed it.
Oh, we had a very good. I loved the challenge, and my game went to a new level. Playing with players, international footballers on a different level. It was just something to behold. And then, as the captain of this club, and you've seen the highs of football, and you were here through the period of the relegation. So, what did you see happen during that time, Lucas? Because I saw players leaving left, right, and centre. I saw we didn't know how the dynamics went. And how did that feel during your time here?
Yeah, it's. I think if you lose, what got you where you are, it's going to be tough, you know, and it's going to show, you know, the decline or the difference, you know, in where the club is heading to, because it's sad to see a club with such history, you know, such great culture, going through that, because I think as individual with the environment that we had, you know, that built a great teamwork, and seeing that taken out of, you know, it's like taking the air from the ball, you know, and slowly but surely, you know, it was deflating.
Were you full of anger?
No, not really, because I remember at some point, because you remember, Bridget, I mean, we've got a lot of responsibility as players, as individuals. Yeah. You know what I mean? And if we would have asked an individual to forfeit, you know, or take a pay cut, you know responsibility, it's very difficult. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But it had to come to that point where we had to
take out of our hands in the end, wasn't it? So.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, it's the bigger picture. It's what we've achieved. You know, as I said, that it wasn't all about the money. I mean, you know, Bridget, when you were here at the club, I mean, surely, you know, what you found, you know.
I cherish the days that I wore this badge for the rest of my life. You know that.
You become part of it,
didn't you? You become part of the club, the furniture, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's why the smile's coming back to see it maybe 3 years ago in the Bielsa, 4 years ago, and you just... Yeah, they were the good feelings that you knew the fans were craving to get back.
Yeah.
Now, I've heard a story when you first arrived over here. Yeah, obviously the change in culture. Talk us about the first time you encountered a bit of snow falling. You didn't know what it was, did you?
Oh, man, it was early 90s, isn't it, when me and Phil
Mazinga,
Phil there, the waltzing Mazinga, you know, may still rest in peace, but you know, when we experienced the snow for the first time, you know, we couldn't wait to get out there because from inside we were thinking, what the hell is this? You know what I mean? You know, when we were itching to go out and we were just playing in the snow. But I remember one of the games, you know, when it started snowing and I couldn't even see the ball. Couldn't even communicate.
Use a white ball as well.
Using the white ball. But I think it shows as well, you know, it's not just the growth, you know, in the field of play, but it's the growth in the person, you know, that you become, you know, and that from a club like this that gave you that, you know, for who you are today. I mean, Bridget, it's I mentioned the value, you know, in those days, in these players that they invested in. It was absolutely amazing. For now, I mean, having known the relations that I have with this club, look at after 20 years, I'm back here. Bridget, I'm back with you, you know, looking good.
Well, I'm just pleased there's 2 or 3 foot between us because I used to get that of you.
Yeah, but at least yeah, you might want me to autograph the scars.
I've still got the scars on the back of my leg here from you in training.
I'll autograph it.
You on that side.
Can turn it into a tattoo.
It's a tattoo now.
Nah, but it was class. I think you know, you got to appreciate the players. You got to appreciate the team. I mean, I've learned a lot from you guys, and it was really special. You know, and I think everybody, when they mention my name, they think Leeds United, you know, which is absolutely amazing, and still had that relations, you know, in 20 years.
Well, I'm walking through the city with my wife, and we've gone for a big, round the canals, and I just see you on the side of buildings. It was just painted, and I'm like, yeah. My wife goes, where's yours? I said, I wasn't Lucas. Yeah, but
I think it's the culture of Leeds, or not just the club, but it's a city, you know.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people
appreciate.
A lot of people don't embrace cultures and difference. So you did. You related. You got the idea of what the fans was about. You knew they loved you because obviously you and David Batty would go and snap people in half, and that's what they want to see, you know.
No, yeah, I mean, it's hard work, isn't it? I think that's where they appreciate, you know, the full 100% commitment, you know, to the cause, you know, of the success of the club, and that's what we gave. You know, I think they play a very, very crucial role, the fans, that sometimes we take into consideration, you know, and I think for me that's one of the things that, you know, especially these youth, they are aspiring professional footballers, they should learn, you know, and respect the fans as much as, you know, they respect you as a footballer.
I think I noticed a lot of that. We went out the game when the job stopped in the higher academies, not cleaning the boots anymore, and, you know, you get your boots clean for you. That was a big thing, because that was my initiation.
Yeah, yes.
And you waited till you became a pro before you could get your boots clean, but then I had respect for the senior pros. So I think when I got here, obviously it was you, Nigel Martin, David Batty. Just used to, you know, have the utmost respect for and be on my best behaviour. Senior boys, because I wasn't that many, because we had a very, very young team coming through, but the characters inside that dressing room, right? This is what I want to go. You talk about that. I loved the dynamics of the dressing room, what we had off the field, because it worked on the field. I remember going to the toilet one day and I'm sitting there and I'm just reading the paper, I'm enjoying what I'm doing, and all of a sudden I get the ice bucket, the original ice bucket challenge, and you're like, you're kidding us or what? Just stupid little things like that, but what were they, like Woodgates, you know?
Yeah, Smudger, you know? But those nicknames as well. You know, I mean, dead leg.
Everybody had one, eh?
Yeah, you know, which was amazing, but that showed, you know, the different characters we had in the team. And
who was your favourite character?
That's difficult. I mean,
Kells.
Yeah, but you know, only because I think we did a lot of work with the charity, you know, and I know he is one as well, and. I remember when during my testimonial, you know, he donated, I think, 10 grand of his own money, you know, which was absolutely, we don't get that from individual
his
players.
Testimonial against Celtic, everything went over to his charity for that as well, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, that shows, you know, that footballers are human as well, and they've got that sport as well. That don't forget about the fans. You know, where we still support the fans. We still, you know, can donate something just to make their life better, you know, which is absolutely amazing. Yeah, apart from his sense of humour.
Some of the stuff he would get up to, honestly. I think it was Dave Hancock, the first ever physio. He came in with the Porsche, the yellow Porsche, remember? And he had the registration physio. And the lads thought, we'll teach him a lesson. Let's just fill his car with grass cuttings.
You remember? That's amazing. Yeah, that was
like
great.
3 fields away. And he's like, where's my car? So all the, I remember just being so nervous at times coming into training because the fact you never knew what was going to happen to your clothes or your car, and you're thinking, I hope it's not me today. So that was just helping the dynamics. But as soon as you went over that white line, you were like, right, boys, we're into it today.
That's it. I think that's what was great. I mean, that brought us together and
on and off the field, it was a togetherness.
Exactly, and that built this kind of family that we have even today. You know, even when we chat in a group, and it's absolutely amazing to hear the boys getting involved and still have that banter, you know, between the boys. It's absolutely amazing.
Well, I've got a bit of banter for you now, because you've been watching training out there, right? And I could see you are still itching to get involved in that. The game today, where it's at now, on the, like, obviously with all the technology we've talked about that comes with it, the fitness levels. Could the Chiefs still play today in this standard? And what would you change?
Oh yeah, I would love to. I would love to play in this age where technology is involved. I don't know about the VAR with those tackles.
No, I think you might have seen the sideline a lot more Chiefs with the VAR.
Yeah, but in terms of, I think, the injuries and the recovery and the way the game is played now. Yeah. It's absolutely amazing.
Well, I would back you, because I remember Woodgate was kind of ahead of his time. Woody was playing out at the back, and obviously yourself.
Yeah.
You know, David Lee, we did play out at times, and then there was the other times when we could beat the press and just, you know, we had Nigel or Big Robbo would just zing the ball out of to the wings, and we'd play off the seconds.
Yeah, but again, yes. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing how we knew when to do that. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? When to play it into fit, when to play. Risk. Yeah, but it's understanding of every individual. If I know I've got Kels, I've got Harty, you know, I know that at least I can step in the middle, they will cover. You know what I mean? And I know if I can play even forward. I mean, I've got Bridges, you know, I know how.
You know how to run.
You know, no, but yeah, I think in today's game, it's so exciting and young. You know, I'm walking around the training area. I mean, the amount of technology and, you know, how they want to improve the players. It's different class, it's different level.
It's scary to think where it could actually go as well.
Yeah, yeah, but imagine you, Bridget, you know, having access to that at that age. I mean, it would have been class, and I mean, it would have been absolutely different.
Appreciate that, Chief, thank you. Now, the city of Leeds itself, the people absolutely adore you. You love the city itself. What's important to you when you come back here? You're going to meet the fans again at the game at Elland Road. What are you looking forward to, Chief? Because obviously it's a special moment for both, for you personally, but for the fans to obviously see one of their heroes and legends return.
Yeah, it brings a different emotion, you know, because I mean, this is the one club that gave me everything that I have, you know, today. And when I'm talking about the club, I'm talking about the city, I'm talking about the fans, because if the club is not buzzing, and the city as well, it gets quiet. But when the club is doing well, I mean, you can feel. But I see how much it has developed. You know, it's a fantastic city. You know, where it's absolutely amazing. And for me, being here on its own, without being at the game, you know, I can feel the atmosphere. You know, I feel that I don't know whether it's my first home. I can say this is my first home, and then the South is second home.
Say,
you know?
Which one do you say is your first home? Is it your first home? Is it your second home? Because obviously you've spent a lot of time in both.
Oh yes, yes. I mean, it gave me some great memories and met some great people. You know, on and off the field of play, and I think what I've achieved, it's who I am today. You know, with this club. You know, being the captain, the first black African captain for the club. Okay, I know that Albert Johansson before, you know, played for the club, but again, you know, to continue that legacy, you know, with African players, you know, playing in the Premier League for good clubs and achieving well, not just playing, being one of those players, but achieving well, you know, and still be recognized after their retirement. It's very special.
Special moment. Well, the other special moment I used to remember is when I said, Lucas, sent you a text message, would you like to come to my birthday barbecue? And you went, no, I'm actually at Nelson Mandela's house having a barbecue as we speak. I went, okay, no problem.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's different people we learn from in terms of leadership, and you know, I mean,
it's a massive part
if
of your
you have Bridget, I think even if you met him, you know, I think it changed your attitude, and change everything about you and how you look at life, you know, and to be honest, that's what we strive for, you know. We strive, you know, to do well, you know, give back to our communities in a way that, you know, you make change, you know, the impact, you know, goes even longer than beyond football.
Well.
That's what we need to strive for. You know, it doesn't matter whether what sport you play, but it's what you take from that. You know, and the great memories and the relationships. You know, I mean, if I can phone you, Bridget, you know, and say, Bridget, you know, I'm in Australia, or Bridget, I'm coming over, and then here you are today. You know, because you know. I didn't know that you'd be here, but
I kept it a secret. I wanted to see a surprise, you know what I mean?
No, but I was so excited to hear that you'd be coming. Obviously, we had a good relationship, you know, throughout our careers, and absolutely amazing.
Never forget the special times we shared on the road, at Ellen Road. Absolutely incredible. Just to finish off, the current group of players. If you're the gaffer, I'm putting Lucas. I'm giving you this. See, you know, you've got forget the armband now. You're the gaffer. What's your message to the squad for the rest of the season, Lucas?
No, I think let's go out there. You know, every day or every weekend, take it as the last day. You know, when you go to perform 100% effort in the game, enjoy it and let's have fun. That's it. You know, don't put in no pressure.
And play with a smile on your face. I used to say that.
You know what I mean?
Smile, Bridgie, smile.
You enjoy it when you got a smile. You know, even when you're kicking people, smile at them, smile back. they will forget it. They will forgive you.
Yeah. And I used to shake your hand.
No. But that's what football is all about. You know, fair play. That's, you know, and it's not even if we Leeds has got a game against Sheffield, which is a Yorkshire derby. You know, yes, maybe in the field of play, but outside the field of play, you know, you friends again, and those kind of challenges, you know, and those kind of relations, you know, you forever, you know, embedded in your heart, and which is great.
Well, I've got a lot of messages from friends that are Leeds fans that have said, can you just thank him for all his time at Leeds United? You're a well-respected chief. There's a Kaiser Chiefs and everything, you know. you're a legend. And from me personally, for the captain, you're the most inspiring man that I've ever had as a leader. And I've had a lot of clubs, Lucas, but you're the guy that is number uno, my man.
No,
so
I
thank you very much.
No, great respect, Bridget, and I really appreciate it. I want to say, you know what? You know, I'm into the support that really supported me all along, because I know we don't have the great opportunity to go to them and actually thank them personally. But you know what? This is who we are, and because of them, we wouldn't have achieved what it achieved, and vice versa.
Well said.
Thank you.
Top man, Lucas.
Thanks.
All
Michael
the best.
Bridget.
All the best, my man.